Paper wallets are convenient for long-term storing. They are very safe because your private keys are always offline on a piece of paper. The problem is that paper can easily get damaged or lost, so make sure you create several copies of paper wallet and keep them at secure places. They are not good if you want to access your funds often, because the first time you use your paper wallet, your private keys are exposed and you should create a new paper wallet rather than reuse the existing one. When we create a paper wallet, the first thing we need to do is to go to one of the websites that provides us with the option of creating paper wallets. So I will go to bitaddress.org, and before moving forward, I need to disconnect my computer from the internet. It is very important because that's how I make sure my private keys have never been exposed online. So I disconnect my computer from the internet. I also disconnect my printer from the internet because printer is also involved in the process of creating a paper wallet. When I have disconnected both of those devices from the internet, I start moving my mouse around the screen and creating a random sequence of digits and letters. It is a unique sequence, of course, because no one will ever be able to move the mouse in that exact way that I have done. Then I go to paper wallet. I can choose hide art option, so I can have more addresses on one page. I can have 7 now, and I also would like to add encryption to add a passphrase, because I want to make sure that if someone gets the copy of my paper wallet, it is impossible for that person to take funds from my accounts. So once I have added passphrase, I can generate those addresses. And after a couple of seconds, I have 7 addresses on the left and 7 corresponding private keys on the right. Now I have to print them, and I recommend printing several copies of the paper wallet, because paper wallets can get damaged or lost easily. So I want to have several copies of them, keep them in safe places, and make sure no one besides me has access to those paper wallets. Once we have our paper wallet printed, next step would be funding one of the addresses on that paper wallet. In order to be sure that we are funding the right address and also be sure that our private keys are not exposed, we need to cover those private keys so we don't scan them accidentally, and we also have to cover the rest of the addresses on this paper wallet that we are not funding in this moment. So we are sending bitcoins to on this address. I have to enter my mobile wallet password in order to send, because it's safer to have your mobile wallet protected by additional password. Okay. This paper wallet, this address, the top address on the paper wallet has been funded now, and the next thing that I would need to do with this wallet is to store it somewhere safely. If I need to use those funds later on, I need to import the private key from this paper wallet to some other type of wallet. The easiest thing is to import it to the mobile wallet, and I want to now cover those Bitcoin addresses on the left side, and I also need to cover the remaining 2 private keys on this paper because I don't want them exposed at the moment. So I use my mobile wallet and I go to sweep wallet option. I scan the private key, and I also need to enter the passphrase that I was using when I was creating my paper wallet. and that's it. Now the funds that were on my paper wallet have been imported to my mobile wallet. My paper wallet is now empty, but I shouldn't use this address ever again because private keys have been exposed, and if I want to put the funds back on the paper wallet, I need to put them on the other address that has never been used before. That's how I make sure that my private keys are perfectly safe and that my funds are also safe together with those private keys.